Hi, lovely sisters and brothers. There are new updates about 3i Atlas. Do you see we had a blackout in the Schumann resonance? As a result, you are beyond tired, exhausted. Maybe you have extreme swollen eyes. Maybe your eyes turning red in some way. You have no appetite, almost no sleep, but your psychic abilities are strongly activating. And this is happening in December. 3i Atlas is closing in, and you can feel the energy of that very high dimensional mothership. As you may know, I'm an Arcturian starseed, so I'm in contact with my Arcturian family primarily, but I'm also in contact with other extraterrestrials. Yes, and I can see the High Council from 3i Atlas. Why do you think there are so many solar flares and CMEs being unleashed from the sun? Why do you think so? As 3i Atlas was reaching Mars, you felt the energy was strongly shifting. In the last channeling, the High Council explained why. Why? Because Mars took an important role for the dark side. And Mars still vibrated in a very dense energy, frequency. Toxic grids were around Mars. And 3i Atlas did powerful grid work on Mars. Also, when you check the cosmic history of Mars, you will see it has to do with the Anunnaki. The gates for the Anunnaki are now closed. They cannot enter our Earth's atmosphere any longer. That is why don't be scared for them to invade. This will definitely not happening. And 3i Atlas is in a strong connection now with Agartha. That is why we have these blackouts many times. That is why the feeling of time is changing. Time feels so surreal now. It feels so strange. It's strongly speeding up. You look at the world and you have that feeling nothing is real. Write down in the comments, do you feel this way? You look outside and you feel, hey, I think we really just live in a simulation. Everything is just an illusion because 3i Atlas is pushing your pineal gland so much. And with a wide open pineal gland, you start to see the divine matrix too. And this is why it feels so off, it feels so surreal. Everything feels so strange. What is happening exactly? The time is speeding up. It feels also weird. What is that? You look at the people and you just see everything is just a simulation. Welcome to the awakening. So they also do powerful work now, and they're helping many people now in their Kundalini awakening. They do. So even the ancients from Agartha helping us. That is why maybe you have now Kundalini awakening because of these strong, intense shifts. Because 3i Atlas and the tall whites, primarily the tall whites from Agartha, I can see in my visions, they helping our spine too. And you achieve now a higher state of consciousness, and all of a sudden you see through the matrix. You see the toxic matrix, a so-called AI matrix, the dark side build, but you see the divine matrix too. And this is very confusing. That is why the High Council is always telling us, be grounded. Be grounded. Go with barefoot in nature, hugging trees, move your body, do sports, dancing, right? So really feel your body. Most important now, because these energies are so intense, it can be a problem being grounded, especially as a starseed. And the High Council knows many starseeds are beyond disappointed because they hope for them to invade. But you will see this is not going to happen. The reason is it's us. We hold the scepter here, the Arcturians say. We hold the scepter here. And if humanity chose the hard way or learn it in the easy way, it's our choice. To be honest, and I don't keep it as a secret, the High Council is always telling me it will be close. It will be close. So it's not easy. And many people, I'm honest with you, they chose the hard way. This is why it's so exhausting. And that is why you are extra tired, extra exhausted, because you can feel the exhaustion of so many people around you. Many people are very exhausted, but they still hold on the old world. They found no solutions. They don't know what to do. Many people ignore, they're running on cognitive dissonance, and they're so attaching onto the old matrix. They really have problems letting go of it. And this is what you witness, and this is what you feel too. The High Council is always telling us, stay focused on the Ascension timeline. Hold your focus, hold your focus. Has nothing to do with toxic positivity. That's not the same. Toxic positivity is you simply ignore the shadows. So, for example, there are videos popping up about Jeffrey Epstein. You know, toxic positivity is, it's not real. It's just conspiracy theory. I don't want to look at that. It's even not my business. It's not real. That's simply their problem. It's not my problem. You know, this is a toxic positivity. Because you just think about yourself, you know, and what others do, I don't care, you know, I don't care. They are not there, they are not real. And staying on that Ascension timeline means you know the dark side is here. And you pray for the innocent, and you are sorry for that injustice. So you can't look away, and you see there is darkness over there. There are many children suffering. There are many people suffering. They have almost no access to food and medicine. You don't ignore the homeless because you see, there are more and more homeless on the streets, right? Maybe in your country it is so. But you know, I need to be the lighthouse in the darkness. This is the Ascension timeline. This is the real Ascension timeline versus toxic positivity. These very typical labels. Don't speak about the darkness because you just spread fear. You just spread fear. I don't want to see videos about Gaza. You just spread fear. But having awareness onto what's happening and spreading fear is not the same. Because having awareness of what's happening here helps you in your ascension. And this is the message of the Arcturians. They always tell me, hold your focus on the Ascension timeline. Be now the lighthouse in the darkness. 3i Atlas is bombarding us with codes. It's closing in. Agartha is strongly helping us now. Many have now a Kundalini awakening and they even don't know it. So they just feel, wow, that strong awakening. And all of a sudden they see more. They feel more. They see through the matrix. They see, wait a minute, everything is just connected. It all feels so surreal. And this also comes from Agartha. They want from you to see now the higher picture in everything you do. Give yourself the higher meaning, because when you serve your soul, you serve God. And all you want is now just serving God. And this is your soul. And this is the Ascension timeline. Very simply explained. 3i Atlas is here and it's helping us. It's changing its shape, it's changing its color, changes its course in some way, and I just received a message that 3i Atlas will reach the closest approach 1 day, 1.5 day before December 19th. It's faster. It's faster than expected, and we will feel it. We already feel it. Please, as I said, stay grounded. The dark force cannot enter the Earth's atmosphere any longer. And in some way, and maybe it sounds strange, the darkness is necessary for the collective. The collective would never ever understand it. Never. That is why they have to, even when it's hard what I say, they have to see it with their own eyes now. They have to see the injustice with their own eyes, finally to wake up. Lighter days are coming, and in December there are intense activations happening. Thank you so much.